Welcome to the Murphy, Sam, and Jodi After the Show podcast on Friday. We like to go hit up your email and everything. Catch up on the things that we've missed from you this week.
We're going to get to those. I have some really good ones to get to, but I just realized something. I know we covered it a lot in the show today and talked about the fact that you're doing your weekend, Murphy, this weekend, your retreat where you focus on your goals and you spend some quality Murphy time. I told you I'd made you some stuff.
Yeah.
I realized that this is going to be an experiment because I made only one thing. I do this in the kitchen. I meal prep, and we live together. We're married.
It's not like, here's your bag, honey. That's
no,
not what
it's
she's
not
doing,
like that.
Right.
I don't have to do that with you. I would never. You're going to stop and get all kinds of goodies that you want anyway. That's part of the trip, right?
Yeah.
But I did make you some overnight oats.
Thank you. Okay.
But they're going to be overnight oats because I made two.
2 night oats.
I made two, one for Saturday morning and one for Sunday morning. And it's kind of like, I wonder if the Sunday mornings are going to be more squishy.
They probably will be super soaked.
Ugh,
Are they okay to sit for 2 days?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Overnight oats, normally, he loves them so much, I make them and he gobbles them up the next morning. So I don't know.
You know.
I know.
Look, that's a good question. If somebody's making overnight oats, are they only good for 24 hours?
Or is it better?
I hope not.
What if it's even better the second day?
I'll let you know for sure.
I know. I can't wait to find out. All right. From our email at murphysamandjodi.com and comments from our Instagram and Facebook pages regarding turtles being on the move in summer. Bill says, don't move a turtle further than 1 mile from where you found it. It will be out of its territory and it will die. I learned this from a turtle rescue organization, and yes, it's a legitimate thing.
Yeah.
Wait, who's talking about moving them that far? I thought we were just helping them across the road.
We are just helping. We weren't telling people to move it. It's just that, look, when I read those things and hear those things, I throw back to my childhood when we would find a turtle and we'd go get a box.
Oh, yeah.
And we messed that thing up. We might as well have just spun it in a circle.
Yeah, if you find a turtle, bring it to your house. Yeah, that could be more than a mile.
We did that. We did that when I was a kid. We didn't know.
So that means now rule number one, if you see one, if you move it the direction it was going.
Only in the direction it was going.
And then number two, make sure that direction's not a mile away from
Don't take it for a ride.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I did that once too.
You took a turtle for a ride?
Well.
What?
Yeah, my cousin,
How?
Anyway, we just
in the process of helping it across the street, or are you just driving around with a turtle?
We found a turtle and we put it in the car and we drove around with it.
For fun.
And then did what after?
Released it somewhere into the wild, which we didn't know. We were kids.
And within 20 minutes,
we didn't know. But Bill, thank you for this. I want to repeat it for anybody who didn't know.
Man.
You move it out of its territory. If you do it more than a mile, it will die.
Okay.
I've heard that too, so thank you for
Big
that.
note to self.
Amanda said this. My husband and kids have a group text called Turtle Patrol. We post pictures and or videos of us helping them cross the streets.
That sounds like fun. I don't know why. That's what a cool little family tradition
is cool.
thing.
Turtle Patrol. If you've done it, or whenever I see a turtle and it's a busy intersection, it worries me so much because I won't stop traffic for that and possibly endanger myself or whatever. But I've seen it a lot lately.
When I see turtles in the backyard, I get them in the backyard every now and then since I live on the pond. It's like, oh, cool, there's a turtle in here. And it's they're always pretty big. Mm-hmm. But it makes me wonder, how did he get in here? And how's he going to get out? Because I have fences all the way around. I mean, they have little gaps. I guess turtles can squeeze real tiny.
Probably.
I don't know, probably. Yeah. There's so much to know, and I've never studied
But those turtles
them.
I don't mess with. I just leave them because they're leaving the yard or coming. And
Sure. You're not supposed to mess with them. In fact, you're supposed to.
I pick them up and I take them about 2 miles away.
Yeah, right. You'll be perfectly safe here.
Yeah.
You're supposed to handle them as little as possible, and not just for your own, germ bacteria situation, but for their own well-being and life and the whole ecosystem. When you mess with it, you mess with everything. Jennifer said this, speaking of turtles and snake season, I noticed this guy, she means a snake, just as my dog charged up to the base of that same tree thinking he saw a squirrel. Thankfully, I was able to carefully pull him back without irritating the snake. Dogs will go after snakes. I think we learned that with Champ last year.
Oh, God. I'd already forgotten about that.
When Champ almost died?
Well, yeah, no, I mean.
I'm still not over it.
He puffed up because it was a poisonous snake that bit him in the face. Yeah.
My poor baby.
Wow.
Yeah. So turtles and snakes are on the move. Watch out. And thank you for those emails and comments.
You know who else is on the move right now?
Who?
Family vacations. They're on the move. Well, the families are in the car.
Tis the season.
We got some more comments about those snacks.
Road snacks. Road trip snacks.
Yeah, Linda says Twizzlers and Pringles.
Oh.
And we would usually get into them before we leave the driveway.
Yes, that's how road trip snacks are, especially if you only get those things on a road trip.
Here's one. Michelle is going right for Murphy's heart. Red licorice and stopping at a gas station and stocking up on junk.
It's fun.
It is fun. My favorite thing with that, honestly, was just silly things because it became totally predictable. But our daughters would know when I would walk in, I was going to come back out with a candy bar or something like that. So just something
shut the truck
fun.
door and you're walking
but it was
in.
a surprise.
You're like, what do you think he's going to bring? I'm like, I hope he's not bringing, candy because I need to try to be good. But you always show up with, hey, I got you guys something.
I don't know what it is about convenience stores. Maybe it's because I don't stop in them that often, but it's always like a treat. If I go in, it's like I'm looking for stuff I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Or they always have a candy bar that's like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
You got to get it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they know that. That's right, exactly.
That's why they place them right there where you're about to go, oh, wow.
Although I stay away from the sudden energy things and the pills that hopefully, or not hopefully, the pills that supposedly help other things.
Hopefully.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's all at the
those
register.
aren't good to take while you're driving anyway.
You would know, huh, Sam?
Kirsten says mustard-covered pretzels. Hard to find nowadays, but they're my favorite.
Ooh.
Oh, they're hard to find? Yeah, I see them like 3 or 4 different brands.
It depends on your community, your area, what
and
stores
the store
you hit.
using,
God, I went grocery shopping last weekend in a different grocery store, one closer to you, Sam, that I don't normally hit. And that's when I ended up buying those Dots pretzels, like just different things. I bought the the Jif chocolate peanut butter.
Oh, is it good?
It is very good. It's not sweet like Nutella.
Okay.
It's just chocolatey and peanut buttery.
Like a Reese's.
Not like a Reese's, but like Jif.
Yeah. Still has more calories than regular peanut butter, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Patty says, I know this is a weird snack, but about 2 nights before the trip, I make a pot roast.
Okay.
Then we make half sandwiches of the leftovers. Folded, not cut. Yes, it matters.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
And butter on the bread. So you have a buttered piece of bread with pot roast in it. We love all the standard snacks too, but these little sandwiches are just so good when you need something a little more than chips and you're not ready to stop for a whole meal.
Yeah. You know what? That reminds me of my grandmother because she's really the only person I knew that would put butter on all bread no matter what. If she was making hamburgers, the butter would go on the bread first before mayo and anything else.
Yeah.
And but she would butter everything like that. And to me, it probably has enough other stuff on it, but the butter does make it special.
Tell her that.
Oh no, it has it makes it special.
You have a lifelong history of that, but
She wasn't the only one who did that. My dad. Whenever my dad made sandwiches for us for school,
Yeah.
I always had butter on the bread.
That was the
It's like he
thing.
would put butter, then peanut butter and jelly.
Wow.
that's a
It's
generational
like,
thing.
There's butter on this.
It's a generational thing, and the buttered buns, definitely a restaurant thing. You wonder why it tastes
that's
better?
good, yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It works. Rebecca said, if I'm traveling more than 4 hours by car, I always pack a meal. I make pressed Italian sandwiches, take fruit, pretzels, Cheez-Its, and homemade chocolate chip cookies. Rebecca, we want to go.
Yeah.
Donna.
It's cool, going back to Patty and the pot roast hamburger or pot roast sandwiches, the fact that she folds them, that
So
means
that
stuff's not going to be dripping
Leaking.
out all over
It's
you.
about, it's about,
Yeah.
that's the function of it.
Yeah.
That makes it a practical travel sandwich, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. And Donna says, for road trip snacks, get a small tackle box and make a snackle box.
That's cute.
I've seen those.
Yes. She says she has one for pool days.
That sounds like a total Pinterest thing.
I've also seen those, like if you go to a Hobby Lobby or Michael's and you get one of those plastic things that you hold all your buttons or beads in.
Yeah.
Same thing. You
Yeah.
load up M&Ms in one compartment and, chips in this compartment and peanuts over. And it's like, anybody need a snack? You open it up and it's take your pick.
Yeah.
You know what I love about this? She mentioned a tackle box and you did a button box. Nice, Sam. Keep it coming. We do love hearing from you anytime at murphysamandjody.com or on Instagram and Facebook.
Missed any part of the show? Get it all on the Murphy, Sam, and Jody podcast.